Most of you know me. I'm Stephanie Rittberger. I'm the Adult Ed Coordinator for the Career Learning Center of the Black Hills. And most of the graduates here have heard me talk to them about investing in their own human capital from the moment that they walked in the doors. It's something that we talk about, kind of finding foundationally, what are your hopes and dreams? What is it that you want to do? What do you want to accomplish? And how do you want to get there? And I will tell you that Father G spoke to us about the vision that you have, that's 2020 vision. And he's talking about 2020 vision being on the forefront, but I'm going to tell you that for me, I really was thinking about it in retrospect. Oftentimes I think hindsight is 2020. A hotel, and my mind went, okay, Father G, this is a man who is very busy. I don't know if we're going to get him. And then I thought to myself, I'm always telling you all that you need to ask for opportunities. You need to seize that day, and you need to ask for what you want and then work to get it. If I'm telling you that, why should I not do that? So I sent a letter, and we luckily got Father G. I mean, thank you, because you prove the fact that when you ask for great things will happen to you. I want to share a little story that happened from my past. I'm going to tell you a little bit about somebody who touched my heart. His name is Kevin Wojek. I met Kevin on a really hot summer day. I had 4 kiddos. We were down at French Creek, right next to our ranch, and we were fishing. And I had my 2 sons, my niece and my nephew, and we were baiting fish hooks with grasshoppers, and I was having a hard time getting everybody on board. And this pickup pulled up, and out jumped this nice young guy who said, hey, can I help you? May I assist you? And I said, gee, if you want to bait a hook, come on over. We've got the grasshoppers. He did. He helped me bait hooks all evening long. Kids caught fish, and I asked him if he'd like to stay for some supper. And we sat out on the deck, and he explained to me that he was working in Custer State Park as a firefighter, which was very ironic because my husband was off fighting fire that summer. He has some water tankers, and my kids were definitely missing him. So he talked a lot about things my kids really adored and wanted to hear. And we became good friends that evening, and at the end of the evening, he said to me, you know, I would really love to be able to come back and fish the holes that you were fishing tonight. Would that be possible? After somebody baits your kids' fish hooks, you say yes. There's no question, you just say yes. And so Kevin stopped by a lot that summer, and he always remembered us. He did the work that it takes to foster good relationships, because he would drive past, and if I was out in the garden and working and my kids would be out in the front yard playing, he would pull in and say, hey boys, do you want to load up your fishing gear and go fishing with me? And he alleviated a lot of stress that summer. But beyond that, what he did, I don't know if he would know this, but my kids would come back and they would talk about the things that they learned from Kevin. And Kevin talked a lot about having great work ethic, going to work on time every time, and being the stand-up guy. He talked to them about important things, valuing your family, valuing friendship, doing the things that you say you're going to do, and honoring commitments. And that was especially a blessing when my husband was gone. I appreciated him, spent a lot of time with him, and asked him to supper several times. He even brought friends once in a while. And he became very important to my boys. And tragically, on June 30th of 2013, he died, not even 1 year after we met him. He was a Granite Mountain hotshot. So you can see that he went from this guy that was just a startup to kind of one of the best in the business in a very short amount of time. And it's because he knew how to ask for the things he knew he could do well. He knew to ask for opportunity and to seek it out, and not be afraid to take it with both hands and just go for it. He died at the Yarnell Hill fire with 19 other hotshots. And it was interesting because his dad had been a firefighter in Pasadena, California area for his whole life. And Kevin told me at one point that what he wanted in life was to live an excellent, exceptional life and to accept responsibilities with grace and to be a good man. And I will just tell you, he is a good man. He touched my heart, and I will remember him always. And those are the things that I want for you. I want you to take with you a story about a young man who in a very short period of time changed lives. You can do that. You can do great things. You are capable. You are able. And I want you to know that you have worked for this celebration, and that's why everyone has been so willing to participate tonight. You worked for this celebration. You did the work that it meant to achieve the reason to celebrate. And I want you to move forward knowing that you too can do all the great things that you set your mind to as long as you don't quit trying. So thank you for hanging tight with me. Thank you for listening to all of my advice. And just remember, it's take it or leave it with me. And know that I will be thinking of you well into the future.